Hello, beautiful people. I hope all is well. I hope all is well. That is the notice that my ring light is about to die, and it just did. So, let me find a charger, girl. And guys, let me find a charger. This is the beauty of doing lives, right? Here we go. Are we back? I think so. If not, we'll just use the room's light and that'll be okay. Okay, I think we're good now. Hello, everybody. I hope all is well. I hope all is well. If you are new to my page, my name is Alison. I am a certified dating and relationship coach. I primarily work with singles to help them secure the relationships and the partners that they deserve. If you are new to my page, I would like to welcome you, and I'd like for you to introduce yourself so that I can appropriately welcome you. I see Talk to Mac Therapist. Hi from New York. How are you? How are you? Is it Ravid? I hope I got that right. Welcome, Ravid. We have Love Des. We have Lily Shy Girl. Miss Tina. Renee is here. Empress is here. Finally a goddess. Finally, you are a goddess, beautiful lady. Della Hicks Wilson is in the building. We have Bella Dama. I hope I got that right. Bree. I got that right. WIP Woman in Progress. I love it. Thank you, Miss Chris. Thank you for joining. Caroline Nike. Hello, hello. We have LA Boogie. Charla Ray. We have Passions of Sabrina. That's a wonderful name. I wonder what do you sell? You got to be in business with a name like that. We have RJ Dances, Ashley Dolly, and plenty of other folks who are coming in. Welcome, welcome, welcome again. If you are new to my page, what I do every Wednesday is this weekly live Q&A. There may be some folks who are either unwilling or unable, I don't know, to book a session with me or book a session with a professional that they're looking for dating and relationship advice. So the way that I give back to the community is by doing this weekly live Q&A. How does it all work? Well, Tuesday around 6 p.m. Eastern, I post this story. That's what it looks like. That's not what it looks like. This is what it looks like. I post this story every Tuesday around 6. Inside of the box, it has an opportunity for you to drop your questions. It says drop your questions, no DMs. The DMs get lost, okay? So I definitely need you guys to follow the instruction and drop it in advance. That's how I'm able to stay organized. That's how I'm able to time myself appropriately. Someone said you look nice. Thank you very much. The reason why I'm a little bit dressed a little better, is because I'm actually leaving this live promptly in 23 minutes. And I am going to be joining the, the, I guess, media maven, Coriel. She is hosting the Soft Light Summit, and it starts at 7 p.m. My report time virtually is 6:45. So, I put a little something on, and just really a little, because I'm not talented in the makeup area, and put on a nice top. You should see that I have on tights beneath it, okay? I saw someone said that she didn't have an opportunity to drop your question. I'm sorry, love. What you're going to do so that you don't have to go through that again is you are going to click the link in my bio right now. Click the link in my bio. You're going to scroll to the bottom where it says VIP list, and you're going to join that VIP list. I send a text message out every afternoon right before I go live that says, hey, I'm about to go live. Drop your question here. Here is the link. Every week. And I do not bombard because you don't even want to know, if you're not in business, how much it costs to send text messages. I do not OD. If I send 2 text messages a week, that's a lot because it costs a whole lot. Hello, Sincerely Ty. How are you? So we're going to go ahead and jump into this Q&A. I'm going to read the question anonymously. I'm going to interpret it the best way that I can. And then I'm going to respond with the best piece of advice that I can offer in under 90 seconds. Now, if you are the person who is asking the question and you are here live with us, great. You want to give us more context. If I'm in a position to do so, I will read it so that I can have more context for you. If not, or if you need some privacy and you need more than 90 seconds, you need to click the link in my bio and book a 30-minute session. It is $97. I'm taking the guesswork out of it. You don't even gotta, how much is it? $97, 30 minutes, so we can do a deep dive as to what the issue is and come up with a resolution, okay? So let us go ahead and get started. Thank you everyone who is now joining the live, and the lives are saved for 24 hours. After that, The live goes into my private Facebook group, which is called the A-Team private Facebook group. It costs $2 a day to be a part of that group. Not only do you get over 120 live Q&As, all of my past trainings, all of my past ebooks, we have a monthly session. All of that is in there, and it's only $2. So you can click the link in my bio and join. $2 a day. A day. It was $1 a day for the last 2 months, which I was playing games. So I had to kick it up a notch. Okay, let us go ahead and get started. Hello, Danny, I missed you. How to share education and salary, non-negotiable, without sounding elitist. How to share education and salary, non-negotiable, without sounding elitist. Okay, so we're going to break this down into 2 parts, education and salary. And we're going to talk about why this is a non-negotiable for you, whether or not it should be a non-negotiable for you, and then how do you ask questions around it. All right, let's go. So first of all, why is someone's level of education non-negotiable for you? Why? What is it about someone's level of education is going to make them a better partner for you? Now, we'll get into salary. I understand we live in a capitalistic society. I am not unrealistic about the fact that money matters. But does the level of education, is that a non-negotiable? Should it be a non-negotiable if they don't necessarily have a bachelor's degree, a master's degree, a doctoral degree? Does that mean that your relationship is not going to be, or your lifestyle is going to be negatively impacted? I live in New York City. There are plenty of city workers. I have 2 master's degrees and they make more money than me, and their requirement is that they have a high school diploma. Talk to sanitation staff. Right? So I just need to understand what is the logic behind education being a non-negotiable when we know that there, especially in 2023, there are so many opportunities for people to be financially sound without a specific level of education. So I would push back against that if you were my client. Okay? Now let's talk about the salary piece. As I said, I am not going to lie to you. The question is how to share education and salary non-negotiable without sounding elitist. The education part, I push back. The salary part, I halfway push back. Now, is it salary or is it financial stability? Because I will tell you that there are people who make hundreds of thousands of dollars. There are people who make millions of dollars and they are not financially sound. They are irresponsible. They are crazy in debt. Their mortgage is upside down. They own a whole bunch of cars they should not be owning. They're paying alimony. They're paying child support. Their debt is through the roof. And they are not financially sound. So when I work with my clients, I actually tell them that there are only 2 things I tell folks cannot be a non-negotiable in my coaching program, and salary is one of them. Not because money does not matter. It absolutely does. I am not a liar, right? However, does a specific salary matter when we know that the way that people manage their money is way more important than necessarily what their salary is? Okay, that's my second pushback. Now, how do you bring this up in general? Number 1, I would not even bring up education, as I said before. To me, that is not an appropriate non-negotiable when we know there's so many ways that folks can make money. Number 2, how would I bring up salary? I wouldn't. It's rude. I wouldn't. It's rude. It's inappropriate. I would not ask anyone their salary. I also would not ask how much credit card debt that they have. I would not ask what their credit score is. What I would do is I'd ask them what they do for a living and how long they've been doing it. And you're lucky, we're in Google. You can Google half that information and get a relative idea, especially if they work city, state, or federal, how much money they make. However, I would not make my decision based on their salary. That is going to be a part of the greater puzzle of figuring out whether or not the person is financially sound. So my recommendation to you is, if you care about money and lifestyle, no judgment, go on ahead. So do I. So should most people who live in the Americas. So there's no judgment there, right? However, salary is just a piece of the puzzle that describes the person's financial soundness. And that's what you should be trying to figure out. What do they do for a living? How long they've been doing it? That's going to give you lots of insight. And then you work with that from there, okay? The rest of that comes from when I work with my clients in my coaching program, The Partner You Deserve. We spend an entire session on figuring out what your non-negotiables are and then coming up with a lengthy list of questions and behaviors you should be paying attention to so that you can assess whether or not someone is an appropriate fit for you, and how to ask that question so that you're more, or those questions, so that you're more inclined to get an honest response. You're not going to say how much money do you make. One, it's rude, and two, the person can lie, and then what? Now you're making a decision on how much money someone makes based on what they just tell you, and then you're going to date them as a result? Absolutely not. So salary, okay? That was way more than 90 seconds, but I hope that answered your question. If anyone is interested in joining me in a coaching program, I'm actually about to close my doors until the fall. I need you to click the link in my bio, and you are going to book a consultation call, or you can DM me and we can take care of what we got to take care of, because relationships are built in the summer. Relationships are built in the summer. Bodies are built in the winter. Relationships are built in the summer. And let me explain to you why and how. What happens many times is that people are feeling the pressure during the holidays. People are feeling the pressure somewhere between when it's getting cold in October through Thanksgiving for obvious reasons, Christmas with those photos that are on Instagram, New Year's for obvious reasons with the toast and the, right, Happy New Year, and then Valentine's Day. You're feeling the pressure. You want to get back on the scene. You are looking for partnership. And then once Valentine's Day is over, you're now forgetting about how you felt for those months. And then it becomes hot boy and hot girl summer. And you're filling your life with the mimosas and the hookah and the day party and your girlfriends and all that kind of good stuff. And then we end up right back in the same cycle over and over again. If you don't want to feel how you felt 3 months ago. I remember how you guys felt 3 months ago. I'm talking to my single folks. I remember how you felt 3 months ago because I did a survey 3 months ago. And I asked how many of you guys felt, I think it was on the 26th of December. I said, how many of you guys were sad yesterday? How many of you guys were sad yesterday? I got hundreds of responses. I remember how you felt. I don't need you to forget, because then you allow the heat and the warmth and the fun of summertime to fill the gap, and then you're right back into that same cycle over and over again and surprised when you're there. Relationships are built in the summer. You're going to put in your effort in the spring and the summer so that when Christmas comes back around, so that when New Year's comes back around, so that when Valentine's comes back around, you have a loving, committed partner that you can share those traditions and those holidays with. Do not allow the summer to fill the gaps when you know that you are lonely. Let me tell you about COVID. Okay? Yes, Queen Aquil says, I remember when you asked that. Let me tell you about COVID. Other than the obvious loss of life, which was catastrophic, other than that, COVID opened up people's eyes to how they were allowing things to fill the emotional gap that a partner should be a part of, right? So what were people doing? They were going out with their friends. They were going on vacation. They were having fun. So they were filling their lives with fun, right? And then when fun got shut down and we can't go to the hookah bar and we can't go out to brunch and we can't travel our life away and we can't shop till we drop, right? When you're not in a position to fill those gaps with filler, with foolishness, then you realize, oh snap, I really wish I had a partner. I really wish I had someone I could rely on. I'm sick. I really wish I had someone who can care for me. I've lost a loved one. I really wish I had someone who could support me. Do not allow the summertime to fill those gaps. See, Breeze Chick, it was there, baby. And if you're on my text list, I send you the link every single week. So what you're going to do, Sea Breeze Chick, is you're going to X out of this. It's okay. You're going to come right back. Click the link in my bio. Scroll to VIP list, put your number in, and I text you every week that says, I'm about to go live. Here is the link to put your stories in last minute. Okay? Don't allow it. I'm telling y'all, take action in the spring, take action in the summer, so that when it's Thanksgiving and you've vetted someone and you've come to a realization that you're an appropriate match and you really are liking each other and you're ready for next steps, it's been months, you're okay with introducing them to mommy and daddy and uncle and grandma. Right? And then it's been another month, and then perhaps you're feeling comfortable taking maybe it's not the full-on photo shoot, but it's the first of the PJ pics that you've always wanted to take, no matter how corny they are, right? And then it's New Year's, you definitely have someone that you can toast with. And then it's Valentine's, and you definitely have a date. Do not wait until it gets cold. Y'all think that Christmas is far. It's not far, y'all. I'm telling you, this is the pattern every single time. Then I have a mad rush of people that saying, Alison, oh my God, I want to get in your program. And then we'll get results for you next year. Don't do it to yourself, okay? Click the link in my bio, join my coaching program. Relationships are built in the spring and the summer. Do not allow hot boy summer, hot girl summer to fulfill the gap that you feel temporarily, and then you're right back to square one each and every year, okay? Where are we? panty under his bed. He says it's from a previous relationship. I don't know what word this is. Don't know if it was there. Walk away. Panty under his bed. He says it's from a previous relationship. Don't know if it was there. Walk away. Okay. I'm thinking about whether or not I should tell this story because it's, I'm not going to tell it because it's not my business to tell. I'm going to keep this one. Sorry, I normally don't do that. He's lying. He's lying. More likely than not, he's lying. So there are a couple of things you can do if you want to confirm what our assumption is, that this gentleman is probably lying. Okay. Now I'm going to say this. Don't go ahead and get arrested because of me. Okay. I don't want you breaking no laws or nothing like that because of me. If you want to do an investigation of some sort, if you want to do a stakeout like you're a detective, if you want to put a camera, if you want to, don't do anything that's illegal, make sure you Google the laws in your state because you need an extra piece of confirmation, then cool. But I do not believe that the panty that was left under his bed is from a previous relationship unless he was in a relationship yesterday and you're the new relationship today. Okay? And I would also theorize that the person who left their panty well knows that they left their panty. So that means that they are either setting themselves up to, quote unquote, take your man. Obviously, no one can take any person from you, but you know what I mean. They're trying to stake claim on purpose, which let them have the type of person who is not only a cheater, but messy and can't even keep up with his lies and his deceit, right? And then also who wants to be engaging with this type of woman, right? I would highly recommend that you walk away from this. If you want to do your further investigation to confirm, I understand. But I highly recommend that you walk away from this. And I'm going to leave it at that. Okay? I know it stings, but it's the truth. Girls definitely be trying to mark their territory with the lashes, with the hairpins, with whatever it is. She planted it there knowing about you. I agree. Okay? Girl, exit quickly. He's not a clean person and he's lying through all his teeth. Not some of his teeth, all of his teeth. Don't waste energy to investigate. Sounds like he didn't even clean the sheets. That's legitimate. That's a legitimate concern. Okay? Let's keep going. What are some good dating strategies for those who tend to self-sabotage? What are some good dating strategies for those who tend to self-sabotage? Alrighty, so first of all, my answer for you is there are none. There are no good dating strategies for those who tend to self-sabotage. Because the root of the problem isn't changing your dating strategy. The root of the problem is changing the self-sabotaging behavior. I'll say it again. The root of the problem isn't changing your dating strategy. The root of the problem is changing your self-sabotaging behavior. Getting down to the root as to why you continue to self-sabotage what seems to be solid potential relationships. And so what are you going to do? What you're going to do is you are going to reach out to the therapist that you think that's an appropriate match for you. You guys know that I continuously highly recommend I Am Taylor Chandler. She is here in the chat. Taylor, can you put some emojis so folks can find you if you're looking for a therapist? I highly recommend that you found a counselor of some sort, or you can work with a coach who has the experience that can help you to stop your self-sabotaging behavior. But this has nothing to do with changing your dating strategy. You're trying to put a Band-Aid on top of a stab wound. The stab wound is the self-sabotage, right? So we have to we got to get the muck out. We got to clean the wound out first before we can talk about dating strategies, which is the work that I do in my coaching program, The Partner You Deserve. If you're interested, click the link in my bio and you can book a consultation. But you know what? Scratch that. Before you do that, what I want you to do is to check out the testimonials that are on my page. They're right there in the highlights. I have over 100 testimonials from women who are currently in happily committed relationships, engaged, or married. And I want you to say to yourself, if those 100 women can get through and do it, then why can't I? These women range in age from 28 to 74 years old. Some of them are mothers. Some of them are divorcees. If they could do it, you can do it too. Thank you, Taylor. Taylor called me the GOAT. Okay? So again, to answer your question, this is above and beyond dating strategies. This is about the root of the problem, which is to unearth why do you self-sabotage before we can start correcting stuff. Okay? Guy I'm dating recently told me he's falling for me. And he now is saying he's scared. What to do? Guy I'm dating recently told me he's falling for me. And now he's saying he's scared. What to do? Okay, I need to understand what he's scared of. Is he scared of commitment? Is he scared about how strongly he feels about you? I need to know exactly what he's scared of. I would tell you this. Even if, because I see there's a doctor in front of your name, even if you are a therapist, even if you are a counselor, even if you are a licensed whatever, you still should not be practicing on your own people. You are not in a position to correct. You are not in a position to fix. You are not in a position to reroute his emotions. He's afraid. He needs to work on that. He needs to hire someone who can help him get through. You can do all the podcasts you want. You can do all the journaling you want. You can do all the YouTube videos you want. You can try to piecemeal that. How many months or years it'll take for you to figure it out on your own, if ever, I don't know. However, you are not in a position to do it. He has to do the work. And my recommendation is always get somebody else to do it. Meaning, hire somebody. Okay? So my recommendation to you is that if this gentleman is expressing that he is scared, to me, it sounds like he's trying to run away. To me, he's looking for an exit strategy. To me, he is bullshitting you. However, if he is legitimately super afraid of commitment for whatever legitimate reason, you can't fix that. A mental health professional can help him, and that's who you should potentially recommend that he goes to. But you can't do it. There's nothing you can do other than give a recommendation. Okay? Again, I told you how I really feel, and then I'm giving you my clinical answer. I think he's BSing you. However, que sera, sera. If you think that he legitimately is afraid of because he was traumatized by, okay, so then he was traumatized by, see a professional, okay? Oh, someone asked, what is the name of the training again? So if you click the link in my bio, you will see that I have a ton of free resources, which I just talked about the value of free, like the value of free. It will help. It's probably not going to get you to the crossroads, to the end mark, right? However, I have the partner you deserve for those who are looking to get into committed relationships. I have from breakup to boot up, those who are actively feeling the heartbreak for them to be able to get over that heartbreak. And then I also have marriage maintenance 101, those who are in happy committed relationships. However, they are afraid that they are going to be bringing in their own traumas, their own issues into the relationship with a good partner, and they want to resolve that. So that's my free stuff. And then I have my coaching programs that align with those. Okay. Again, free will help. It will probably not get you to the end of the road. You need someone who's going to challenge you. Whoever that professional is, doesn't have to be me. Y'all know that. It's my favorite line. It don't gotta be me. But whoever your professional is, you need someone who's going to challenge you. You need someone who's going to shed a new light on some of your limiting beliefs. You need to be, I like to compare it to, I will annoy you. I'm going to annoy you into getting your life together. And a video is not going to help you get there. Okay? Do you assist people in relationships? So it depends on what you mean by that. So I just mentioned marriage maintenance 101. So if the person is in a healthy, fulfilling relationship and they are afraid that they're not showing up as their best self, I help the individual. I do not do couples coaching, couples counseling, or anything of the sort. If you DM me, I can send you my recommendations of those who work with couples. That would be Talk to Me Mac Therapist, and I am Siobhan Davis. But if you need their Instagram, you can DM me. I do not work with couples. That is not my ministry. Okay? Let's keep going. So all his friends are his exes. Weird or no? So all his friends are his exes. Weird or no? Weird, yes. Non-negotiable, if it were me, no. If he is allowing me to meet his friends and I'm getting a read off of them that the relationship is clearly over, the relationships are clearly over, then I might be able to deal if everything else is in line. So you have to make a judgment call. Is it weird? Yes. Do I think that I would end it all if everything was in line and I met the friends and I got a good read and we talking about like girlfriends from 4th grade? Then you got to decide from there. Okay? He says he can't afford to pay for a date and wants to go to the park. This is my last question, guys. I got to go. I just realized the time. He says he can't afford to pay for a date and wants to go to the park. Am I mean for declining? No. In order for people to build healthy relationships with others, that means that they need to be in a position of health as well. Health includes your physical health, your mental health, your spiritual health, your financial health. He, in my opinion, or anyone, this is not gender specific, right? End of the gender wars 2023. Anyone who cannot afford to date should not be dating. Instead, they should be focused on building themselves up so that they're in a position to enjoy life, because dating is enjoyable. I just put a tweet about that on my Instagram. It can be enjoyable if you make it so. You are not mean for declining. I think you are right for declining. I would decline, and this person should be focusing on building themselves before they worry about trying to build with someone else. You need to build yourself before you worry about building with someone else. Okay? And actually, I'm going to hurry up and take 2 more because I can do this fast. Or 1. Is he gaslighting me or stressed he missed a career starting opportunity? I don't know that, babe. I need more details. That wouldn't work. So what I need you to do, if you're interested, you will click the link in my bio. You can book a 30-minute session, but this information is nowhere near enough. But I don't want you to feel like I'm ignoring you, so I just wanted to answer that real quick. Can I work with you if I'm a single woman living in Montreal? Absolutely. If you, and I'm not trying to be funny because I believe that Montreal's first language is French. If you speak English, because unfortunately I don't speak any other languages, then we can absolutely work together. I've had clients in Kenya, Nigeria, China, the US. So if you are an English speaking person and you want to work with a coach, all you have to do is either DM me. We can discuss what we need to discuss via DM, or you can click the link in my bio and you can book a consultation. I am closing my coaching program in the next week, and I will not be reopening it until October. And I told you relationships are built in the spring and the summer. Set yourself up for success for the holidays. Do not find yourself back around again on Thanksgiving, on Christmas, looking at everyone's PJ matching photo, looking on Valentine's Day sad, New Year's with all the engagements, and you're right back to where you were in 2022. When I asked y'all, are y'all feeling sad today on the 26th? And hundreds of people told me yes. Don't do it to yourself. Relationships are built in the spring and the summer. We allow the good weather and the holidays and the good weather and the parties and the hookah to fill those gaps. And then we end up in the same spot that we were again. The holidays are not far away. We're about to be in the 4th month, and the holidays start in the 11th month. Stop playing, okay? So yes, if you are an English speaking person, no matter where you are in the world, I can help. You'd be surprised that these traditional societies, like I said, I have plenty of African clients, are not as traditional as they used to be. And it is really becoming a global pandemic where folks are struggling with dating and relationships. And I have the resolution. All right, guys, like I said, I have to get to the Soft Season Summit hosted by Coyel. I hope that you registered. You should have, because I emailed you if you're on my email list, and I texted you if you're on my text list. If you are not on those lists, which are free and do not hurt you, you're going to click the link in my bio and download anything for free. I'll get your email. Or you can scroll to the bottom and you can join my text list. I do not text more than twice a week. I do not overwhelm, I promise. Text messaging for businesses is mad expensive. I will not OD. All right, folks, I have to get to the Soft Season Summit. If you already registered, then you are going to be joining us in 12 minutes. I got to go because I am a speaker, so I need to be there early. I'm already 3 minutes late. All right, folks, it is a pleasure. This live will be saved for 24 hours. After that, it goes straight to my private Facebook group. If you are interested in joining the Facebook group, click the link in my bio. second button, I think it is. It's $2 a day. It's going to be all of my past Q&As, all my past trainings, all my past ebooks. We do monthly sessions together, plus twice a week we do check-ins. So if coaching is something you absolutely cannot afford, it's not a replacement. I will tell you now, the level of hand-holding and specificity that comes with coaching cannot be replaced with a Facebook group. But if you absolutely cannot afford it, then the Facebook group is where you need to be. I will see you guys in the soft season session in 11 minutes.